Hello, my niggas, my don, and everybody. This time, what I want to talk about is something we all know. It's politics. But before I talk more about it, let me make us understand what politics is. Politics is showing good judgment, tact, and shrewdness in managing affairs and dealing with people. This is the simple understanding of politics. And talking about this, politics is something we cannot do without in our life. Let me make this clear to everybody that is listening to me. We cannot do without politics. From every corner of your life, there is politics. If you go to church, there is politics. If you go to mosques, there's politics. If you go to school, there's politics. In your family, there is politics. So society, as general as it is, as we can see it, there's politics at every corner of it. So when you say you don't want to you are not political or you are not in politics, it's like you don't know what you are saying. So I'm just trying to make us understand more better. Politics is part of our daily life. As long as you are human, you are social. Let me put it that way. As long as you are human and you are social, except you decide not to be social with people or involved with a lot of things, that is when you say you don't want to be political. That is when you say you don't want to be in politics. But generally, politics is part of our daily life. And being politics is different from being political. Political is involving yourself with the government affairs. So now, that is the part I'm taking it to. Political is involving yourself with government affairs. So now, let's talk about being political. You cannot be involved in these government affairs in every way. But there's one way, if you don't want to be involved at all, that still makes you be involved because you cannot do without being political, is at least voting someone in. That is your right as a citizen. And the moment you vote somebody that I want to vote for this person, you put a fingerprint or you choose a selected candidate for presidential or governor or senator or whatever it is, that moment you are being political. Yes, let me tell you. But you cannot even live without being political. That's one thing. Because the moment you have the IQ, that your intellectual is high, you did not go and vote somebody you believe is capable of ruling or handling the affairs of the government or the nation or your state. That moment, you've given a chance to somebody that has a low IQ in ruling or managing affairs or dealing with people to rule you. And for the time being, whatever decision that person is making, you have to live by it. Either it's good or it's bad or it's worse. You live by it until the time that person leaves. And that is if somebody else that is coming to that seat is going to be having an IQ to rule over you in the way that you prefer or you want. And that is even if you still vote for that person. So regardless how you complain of the economy of the country today, of this administration, if you've not get your own permanent voter's card and be ready to vote a preferable candidate that you know is fit to rule the country or to rule your state, that moment, you are not just complaining. You are not just complaining. You are making fun of yourself, acting stupid with ignorance. Because I will tell you for free today, this thing has been happening to the past generation and even to some of our parents that did not vote did not even have voters card. Some people have voters card because they just want to use it as an ID. I'm telling you for fact, some people get voters card back then for just ID. I have met people. So when I tell you, when you get your voters card, it's not just for identification. It's for the purpose of voting somebody that you know or you think is capable. And if that person did not act right for the first 4 years, be ready to pick up that voters card and vote that person out again. That is the power of democracy. If we cannot experience the full power of democracy, then we are not doing politics in Nigeria. The politicians are just ruling the way they want. So the only power the common man, the citizen have over government is voting them in and out. And that is where you can show you as a citizen, your vote counts. And the moment you vote, and we can all see that the vote is for a particular candidate and the person is not elected in, that is when you will know that the masses too have another power. I'm not saying we should go out to do riots, revolution, or protesting, but it has to count. When you vote for a particular candidate and we know this is the person that is supposed to be in seat, it has to count. So I don't want us to have the mindset that you will vote, it will not count. No. If we keep having this mindset that we vote, it will not count, then nobody will get their PVC. Then you've given these people another chance of putting whoever they choose. It gives them the right to oppress you, because the moment you want to come out and tell them that that is not the person that's supposed to come in, this is the person you want, you have to show a proof or say it confidently that you voted for a particular candidate. Yes. And that is why every of the electoral act that is not good with us, that is not satisfiable to be transparent with the citizen, we have to oppose it. We have to be against it. So every means of counting our votes has to be transparent, has to be secured. This is the only way you can say you are a good citizen. So for the fact that you are still in Nigeria, you are still living here, you are still living your daily life here, you are still doing things here, you don't have any other means of going out of Nigeria, even though you have another means of going out of Nigeria, you still have the right to vote someone in, because when you leave, you have families here, you have siblings here, you have relatives here. Because if you don't vote for that right person to be in, those your siblings and your family will go through the things that you run away from. And it will not even give you peace there. They will complain to you. So it is for the good of me, good of you, and good for every other citizen in Nigeria. So I'm not a politician. I'm not into any political party, but I want good government. I want a better Nigeria. And God bless Nigeria. Thank you.